As owners consider selling their home, they immediately think about what the buyers are going to be looking at and how they can make their house more presentable for the buyers. But rarely do they ever think of what the home inspector may be looking at and consider what needs to be done prior to the home inspection. Taking care of these things can really be to your benefit. It can decrease the number of items that will come up in the home inspection. It makes it easier for the buyers to accept if there's a short list of things. If you do all of these things up front, it can save a lot of money. If you get things repaired that need to be taken care of prior to the due diligence period, you'll have time to shop around and get a better price and get things rather than have to be under the gun to get it taken care of within a short period of time. Here's a few tips you may like to do that will help you prepare for the home inspection. Let's start with some kind of inexpensive things that you can do. One of the biggest things you can do is seal or caulk any openings or gaps in the exterior of the house to keep water and pests out. Make sure that the rain gutters are in good condition and that they're cleaned and that they're extended so that the water flows away from the house. Trim the vegetation away from the house so that it's not rubbing against the siding or holding moisture against that. Look to see that the soil grading is such that the water will drain away from the house instead of towards the house. This can keep water out of the basements and crawl spaces and reduce settling issues. Paint any exterior wood surfaces that may need it so that the wood is protected from the weather. Going on the inside, some things you can do is replace the light bulbs, make sure that all of the lights and everything come on, and replace any damaged cover plates on electrical outlets or light switches. Look for possible unsafe wiring, like loose hanging wiring or hanging light fixtures, things like that, that can be corrected. Then check electrical items, make sure everything is working, get those repaired prior to the inspector coming out. Re-caulk as needed around bathtubs and showers and faucets, things like that, to keep water out of the walls and the floors. And check and make sure that drains are running properly and that they're draining, clean those that need to be cleaned. Some things you want to consider too is make sure that the inspector has access to things like attics and crawl spaces and electrical panels because they need to remove the covers and look into those. So clear things away for that. It's also a good idea to have the furnace cleaned and serviced prior to. Just make sure it's in good working order and in safe condition for the buyers. Make sure all the utilities are on for the inspector, the gas, power, and water, and so that they can test everything with those items. Hopefully that helps give you an idea of what you can do prior to. Thank you.